It seemed to me that the most interesting thing I could study was the code that serves as the origin of all life forms on Earth.
I chose to do a genetics major because I had some really engaging lecturers that really sparked my interest in the subject.
I chose to do a genetics major because I have a fascination with things on a molecular scale.
The reason why I find genetics interesting is that the principles that you learn, the DNA and how it works, can be applied to any organism. So, the same principles can be seen in humans, in bacteria, in plants, and even in viruses. So I just really like that idea.
I really enjoyed having the opportunity to work here in the Baylis building with some of the actual researchers, working next to them, seeing how's the day-to-day workings in a lab, and just being part of it. It was great.
My favourite part of the genetics major was definitely the practical sessions. I learnt a lot and found them really fun.
The part of genetics that I enjoy the most is the epigenome, which is actually what I'm doing my honours project on. I find it really fascinating, especially because it's still a relatively new area of research. The epigenome is essentially your DNA plus all the chemical tags that are attached to your DNA that actually regulate how active or inactive particular genes are in your genome.
I was surprised by how well the genetics major complemented other units that I was studying, like both biochemistry and molecular biology.
I would say my favourite part about the genetics major was all the lab techniques that we were able to learn. They were a lot that were both covered in theory and in practice.
This year I'm going to be starting my PhD, so I'm going to be using the skills that I learnt during my degree to put them into practice in real-world research. So I'm going to be looking at the evolution of photosynthesis in native species of Australian grass. And this combines my love for native plants and my love of genetics, and I'm really looking forward to it.